Aloha kako. Aloha everybody. Thank you so much for being here at Conjure this evening. My name is Kayalani and I am doing a review on the Entrepreneur Oracle. This very beautiful deck, folks. Spiritual support for entrepreneurs. So, before we get into this, though, I just wanted to remind everybody that you should stop in and visit us at hulamoonconjure.com, where we have fantastic products. Also, find us on Facebook at Hula Moon Conjure or our fan page at Hula Moonies. It is quite active, and the beginning of 2021 is proving to be a really, really great opening for Hula Moon Conjure. So please stop by and visit us on Facebook, like, comment, and share. You'll also find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. So don't forget to like and subscribe here on YouTube because you do get a wonderful chance to win some valuable prizes as we have our seasonal sweepstakes. All right. So thank you once again for everybody who is present tonight to view the review of the Entrepreneur Oracle. Well, first, I just wanted to say about this particular deck, I was really very excited to receive a copy of this Oracle deck. I mean, the title itself really intrigued me. Spiritual support for entrepreneurs. That I could even contemplate combining both business and personal spirituality. It was pretty unique. It was a unique concept for me, I have to admit. But after some careful contemplation, I realized just how brilliant this Oracle deck is. So in anticipation of receiving this deck, I began to ponder the why nots, right? I mean, every morning as part of my meditative practice, I set my intention for the day. And more often than not, the intention will include something that has to do with work. An example would be, I'm going to finish that project today. I will reach this quota today. I will finish writing my article, etc. Those are the types of intentions that I set in the morning. Then I also thought of the many times that I've had to do things such as rearrange my workspace or my tools at work so that I could create a more calming, inspirational environment for myself and allow the spirit to flow through me. And to be perfectly honest, after I thought about it, without the addition of spiritual practice in my business life, I don't think I would have been willing to show up or feel that I was doing something of value in my work. So the more that I thought about this fascinating concept of an oracle deck for entrepreneurs, the more excited I got. And here it is. Thank you so much to Andrea Rickett and Cathy Weiss for sending us this beautiful deck. I just wanted to start off basically with the packaging on this box. It's gorgeous, folks. It really is. High quality box, very sturdy. On the back here, I will read it to you. It states the Entrepreneur Oracle's spiritual support for entrepreneurs. Each aspect of this deck was co-created with source energy as a gift to entrepreneurs. It provides an approach to self-awareness through the thoughtful examination of merging business practices with personal habits. The Entrepreneur Oracle's premier deck will help you navigate the relationship of heart and head, light and dark, happiness and sadness that will permeate your journey as an entrepreneur. Use this deck to make inspired decisions, strengthen resilience, and navigate the natural rise and fall of energy. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And also, I don't know if you guys noticed, their logo is the Fibonacci sequence or the Fibonacci spiral. Of course, as many of you know, this is pretty much the mathematical sequence of life itself, right? I could get into a whole discussion about the Fibonacci sequence, but it's too much, too much. But let's just say that this beautiful logo here is definitely something that strikes that chord in many of us. We immediately think Fibonacci sequence, right? And how beautiful that is. This is a sequence or a spiral that we find everywhere in life, in plants and animals, and even our own body. The human body has many of these spirals within. Any case, back to this gorgeous box, heavy duty, sturdy, and as you open it, you are greeted with this wonderful booklet. So typically when you buy a tarot card deck or an oracle deck, you will get a booklet, but it's very rare that you get one that is this thick, right? Sometimes you'll get a little tiny pamphlet with these microscopic words that you can't see. But this one, I have to admit, is very beautiful. There are, let's see, approximately 138 pages, descriptions of each card. And in the beginning here, we do have a little bit of an intro about the deck, how to use the deck, and then of course it does go into a few examples. Also within the book, peppered amongst the pages are quotes. I'm just going to randomly pick one, okay? And let's see, here is one by Deepak Mehta. In theory, all you need to do is take the first step. It will be difficult. The first day at the gym is the worst. The opening line of your story takes the longest time. But as you gain momentum, it is easier to keep moving. Isn't that right? And that is the quote following or preceding the description of the oracle card path. Lovely book, packed with information, packed with description. There is so much clarity in this book. And then we see this beautiful deck. So here, looking at the deck, we've got this beautiful matte texture with our logo in gloss. Isn't that gorgeous, folks? So nice. And then as we flip it around and look at the cards, the color saturation on these cards are just extremely breathtaking. So I am going to now just go through some of the cards. And as you can see with these cards, there are little descriptions underneath. So to give you more clarity and more of an understanding about what the card means without having to consult the book, if you are a reader who is going on an intuition only, this is definitely a way to kickstart that intuition. The colors are just mind-blowing. So let's go ahead and go through some of these cards. Experience, channel, You cannot separate yourself from your business. Indeed, something that I am now finding out. Clients, projections, answers, aligned, expectations. Why? Yeah, why? I ask that so many times during my workday. Completion. I love that beautiful hibiscus on there. Path. People. Power. Freedom. Alone. Different. Vibration. Justify. Waiting. Thoughts. Trust. Learn. Tools. Progress. Commitment. Motivation. Contacts. Time. This or that. Supplies. Process. Billing. Create. Partners. Reassurance. Research. Value. Stay. Love. Help. Teamwork. Sit. Space. Giving. And patience. Thank you for patiently sitting through that. They are beautiful cards, though, are they not? The colors, unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, Andrea and Cathy did not specify a particular way to use this deck. So, as a reader, as I mentioned earlier, many of you use your intuition, and because it is an oracle deck, there's not a specific um, spread or anything like that that you need to follow. You just simply allow the cards to speak to you. If you care to meditate prior to use, that would definitely help. Um, but I definitely see myself using these cards, not just for business. I mean, there's so many concepts in here that can be used. Love, look at that, talking about love. Value. So let's look at it as an example. Research, okay? Yes, very entrepreneurial term to use, right? And underneath it says sometimes you need specific answers, find those, and move on. Relevant for both business and personal. Absolutely. So I'm finding as well, the other thing that I really, really love about this deck as a reader myself is the perfect thickness of the deck. You know, I don't know if any of you have used Doreen Virtue's cards. Her cards I find to be a little too thick, a little bit difficult to shuffle, but these cards are just perfect. They're not too thin where they will bend if you shuffle them, and they're not too thick where they are cumbersome. Shuffling is quite simple. The cards are not slippery at all. At first, I thought that they would be because of the high gloss on them. They fit perfectly in my hands, and shuffling them is a breeze. So I am going to pull out a card for the collective, or maybe a couple of cards. So for those of you who may be watching this review, let's go ahead and play. Think about your business, okay? Your job, any concerns that you may have regarding your business or your job, and let's see what happens. Okay, that one right there is wanting to come out, so I am going to pull that one out. Projections. Nice. So under projections, it states it doesn't matter what others believe about you, only what you believe about yourself. Yes. Well, the truth is, this is something that many of us go through all the time at work, right? We have a concern that, other people may think that we are not working as hard as they are. It's just human nature. People have a tendency to compare, to judge, but it really doesn't matter. What's important is, do you know the value of your work? Do you recognize how much you put into your job? Do you love your job? If you don't love your job and you know it, well, you know, it is what it is, right? But projections, when other people project their shit onto you, hmm, it can be a concern, but don't let it be. Just be aware that you know what it is that you do at your job. You know where you're standing, what your position is, and how much work you put into it. Supplies. Ah, yes. I'm laughing because this is a constant struggle for me. Under here, it says resources go beyond the veil of the physical world into the energetic realm. Absolutely. So as I sit here and complain about, oh, I don't have the proper lighting, I need to get this light, or I don't have the proper video equipment to do this, I make do with what I have. And you know what? It turns out fine every time. Every time. I do have the resources. I do. I've learned um, through experience just to make do, and I am amazed by the results. This card states resources go beyond the veil of the physical world into the energetic realm. So, what this means for me basically is a lot of times, if I need something, if I want something, I will casually put it out to the universe. And lo and behold, something presents itself to me. Either I receive some more supplies or the supplies that I need, or something presents itself that may not exactly be what I need, but it works nonetheless. Power. What a beautiful card this is. It says, your influence is your power, like ripples in a pond. Now, with the power card, what I'm going to do is I'm going to consult with this gorgeous little manual here, and I'm going to read what it is that they have written about power. If I can get my glasses. All right, so here it is. And there is a quote. Genius is in the idea. Impact, however, comes from action. Simon Sinek. So, power is a strong force. It is neither negative nor positive. It can be used for good or evil. It is how you perceive and use your power that creates it and your reality. Many of you fear power. You think of people in positions of political or corporate power and the wrongs you perceive to have been made with impact on and in the world. But when do you ever turn your eyes upon those with positive power? Whose influence has not harmed but healed, elevated, and uplifted the world? These are your role models. They are often quiet and less of a focus for the mind to choose. For the mind chooses to perceive the negative as a form of protection. You must be deliberate in seeking guidance and examples of very powerful people who do good in the world. How do they do it? What are they doing? Where is their confidence level and how is it rising? Do you have a massive platform to be of high power? Can you be powerful, mighty, and small? A wind turbine does not need a tornado to make it turn. Your influence is your power. Like ripples in a pond, it spreads gently from one to another. Take all of your skills, your gifts, your passions, your curiosities, and hand them to even one person with great confidence. And you are powerful. Power is your ability to impact and influence. Not everyone, not even abundant numbers, just one. One at a time makes you powerful. Imagine that, dear one. So some of these cards also have in the description a section that says navigate. And these little paragraphs that are added, navigation paragraphs, are there to help you get more clarity and help you get a little bit more grounded with that particular message. So with the power card, what is written is make a list of some positive power people. What do they seem to have in common, or do they? Can they offer you some insight into your business? What do you wish to impact with your business? Well, with that being said, I just want to say, Andrea and Cathy Weiss, I find this Oracle deck to be extremely powerful. It's already helping me. And I have not even used it in a reading. I have simply gone through the book, looked at the cards, examined the cards, and also found myself examining my situation. And it's given me so much more clarity on the direction that I want to go. So for those of you out there who are in need of some guidance with your business, or simply want to add some entrepreneurial thought into your readings, this is a wonderful, wonderful deck. And I just wanted to thank you, Andrea, Rickett, and Cathy Weiss, very much for giving Hula Moon Conjure the opportunity to review this gorgeous deck. Please stay tuned to Hula Moon Conjure's future readings because we will be using this deck in future readings. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful new year. Mahalo.